Airbus this month celebrated the 30th birthday of their Beluga transporter program. Let's take a look into the history of the program, as well as what the future holds. Welcome to this special edition of the Inside Story. The Airbus Beluga program is well renowned for the transportation of aircraft parts between the different facilities that the European plane maker owns for aircraft production. The history of the aircraft actually starts with a different aircraft, which we will get into now. The history of the Airbus Beluga program started with a different aircraft, the Aerospace Line Super Guppy turbine. Dubbed the Airbus Skylink aircraft, it could handle a maximum takeoff weight of just over 77 tons. Powered with four Allison 5101 D22C turboprop engines, the aircraft was utilized a lot for the transportation of cargo for Airbus. When capacity exceeded demand, Airbus needed to think quickly and adapt. Initially, the manufacturer were considering utilizing either the Antonov AN-124 and 225 Ilyushin Il-86, the Boeing 747, 767, the Lockheed C-5 Galaxy, and even the C-17 Globemaster as alternatives for such transport. However, the decision was made in August 1991 via a joint venture between Aerospace and DASA to create the Super Airbus Transport International Company to develop a new build replacement for the Super Guppy fleet. Airbus invested $1 billion into the joint venture, which included the aircraft, being an A300-600 ST, the cargo loading system, as well as resources for project management. This aircraft would become the Beluga ST. By September 1992, construction began on the first Beluga ST aircraft, and by September 1994, the first test flight took place, marking 30 years this month here in 2024. By 1995, the aircraft was certified by European Aviation Safety Agency, and overall, a total of 4 to 5 units of the aircraft type were produced by Airbus, with there now currently 4 in operational service under the Airbus Beluga Transport subsidiary. Over nearly 25 years, the Beluga ST was responsible for the transportation of aircraft parts to the different production facilities. Nowadays, the aircraft also supports a series of customers in the oversized cargo market due to its unique shape. Back in 2013, Airbus realized that once again, like with the original Super Guppy turbines, the Beluga STs couldn't cope with the overall production growth that the European plane maker was going through. Once again, the likes of the Antonov AN-24, AN-225, C-17 Globemaster, 747 Dreamlifter, and the A400M was considered for use to cope with this demand. However, they then decided to launch the Beluga XL program in 2014 to replace the existing 5 Beluga STs, with the production cost for 6 aircraft coming in at €1 billion. The Beluga XL is currently built on the premise of the Airbus A330, as opposed to the A300-600 ST on the Beluga ST. By July 2018, the aircraft made its first flight and was then introduced into official service on January 9, 2020, marking a new era in the Beluga program as a whole. Over the last 4 years, the aircraft has been helping support the Beluga STs, but its primary purpose is transporting aircraft parts. The Beluga ST was already flying 5 times per day on a 6 days per week basis, highlighting the reach of its original limits. That, alongside the capacity of the XL, would enable higher production growth for Airbus as the years progress. As it stands, as per Airbus's guidance update from June 2024, the manufacturer is wanting to target a production rate of 75 Airbus A320 family aircraft a month by 2027, which is a high number of aircraft to be built, which requires bigger cargo capacity on the transport front. That on top of the production rates for their A220, A330neo, and A350 flagship programs, you can begin to see why the Beluga XL was needed in the first place. More room equals the same amount of daily trips, offering more output to the respective programs. On top of this, you also have the new A321XLR about to enter commercial service in the coming months ahead, which will also no doubt require more capacity from the Airbus side to fulfill orders and deliveries. As Airbus celebrates 30 years of operations with the Beluga program, It is a milestone that reflects how far the European plane maker has come in terms of aircraft production. The last 20 or so years has seen carriers ordering thousands of aircraft, with the plane maker now needing to address the backlog of over 7,000 aircraft. This is, of course, where the Beluga ST and Beluga XL do their work, operating multiple flights daily to ensure production rates can slowly be met, meaning more aircraft are delivered. In this era of post-pandemic growth, this has caused pressure on the supply chain, with infrastructure needing to be upgraded as a result. What remains for the program is that the Beluga STs will live their lives in the oversized cargo market for the most part, as well as support Airbus on the delivery of aircraft parts from their numerous facilities. As for the Beluga XL, this aircraft will take over the heavier burden of things in terms of aircraft production, which has opened up additional revenue streams on the Beluga ST. Overall, the Beluga program is a very unique part of the aviation industry and arguably a significant backbone to the infrastructure of the Airbus production process. This has been a program which has seen some strong investment from Airbus, and it has arguably paid off dividends multiple times over the last 3 decades. Looking ahead, it will be interesting to see how much longer the Beluga STs will last before Airbus eventually chooses to retire them. As for the Beluga XL, these aircraft are still relatively new and could take the European plane maker into a longevity which would touch the 2050s and even beyond. So, one thing is for sure, Airbus won't need to make this sort of investment again for a while, unless supply exceeds capacity once again. Will it happen again? Only time will tell. Thank you very much for watching this special edition of The Inside Story. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on the Aviation Source YouTube channel. For now, we will see you in the next video. Stay tuned.